fifth 50 for Australia, second best of the innings. Oh, just a scoop. That's gone flat. A skimmer for 6. This is terrific hitting. Just goes to show what a talent Maxwell is.
How that has gone for 6 defies logic. He stopped the shot. It was a low full toss that he just punched. And that has flown the best part of, 75 metres. Incredible.
That's how you normally take a single. Went for 6.
Oh.
Making room is not happy. Not the first time that Junaid Khan has beaten him with a slow bouncer. We've seen this contest to carry on from the last few games, but this was the 6. It went flat over the rope with so much of ease and time at his disposal. Cracking 6, cracking shot.
Yes, and appreciated by a few Aussies that are in the crowd today. You're under pressure as a bowler, you know, when Max was just coming at you, so it just changes things slightly.
Yeah, try to overanalyze. You try to do something different all the time because you're under threat of being pumped for 4s and 6s. Covers the stumps, wanted to whack it for more than a single. Gets a single.
Singles are probably pretty good results at this stage. 259 on the board for Australia and 6 overs and 1 ball to go. So yes, definitely 300. That's probably a minimum now.
Going at a strike rate of 181 compared to his partner who's going at 87. Overshadowing him completely. He bowls that slow bouncer beautifully. There's hardly any change in his action, and he hits the deck hard and gets it to twirl a bit. Nice delivery.
Let's get him a new doghouse.
What if I build him one? With a view. What if I give him a playroom? What if I want this for myself?
The all-new RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
Once again, the top order functioned brilliantly for Australia. Khaja with a 98, unfortunate really to get out at that stage. Finch with a fluent 53. Sean Marsh batting on 56, and Maxwell in no time is on 38. What have we got here? 3 men in the ring on the offside. Fine leg up in the circle. 3rd man up in the ring. And 3 men on the fence on the leg side. So they've got the bases covered, supposedly covered on the leg side. That's gone up in the air and over the head of the fielder at long on. Shan Masood couldn't do anything about it. Well struck for 6.
Again, the power of Glenn Maxwell, clear evidence. I don't think this was coming out of the middle of the bat. Maybe a little bit high on the blade, but gee, that's a baseball swing and a half, that one.
Took on Shan Masood at long on. He'll go again if given the choice. He goes big down the ground for a run. mighty exciting to watch Glenn Maxwell. He backs himself. There's so much of self-belief and confidence when he's trying to hit those sixes. And he's got a 360-degree arc.
Talking earlier to Bazid Khan about golf yesterday and the woes that three of us had. We play with Glenn Maxwell, and he plays golf the same way. He smashes it miles, but straight.
He looks like an athlete. You see him in the field, he's very athletic, he can bowl, he can be very, very good in the circle as a fielder. You see him hit all those sixes, and mostly he goes downtown over long on and long off. So a partnership of 54 of 32 balls. Shaun Marsh has only got 6 out of that 54-run partnership. That takes some doing. Smash into the gap. Great cover drive. There's a glimpse of what he can do as well. A natural when it comes to it, hitting the ball like that. Marsh, and got dance in the aisles as well.
Yes, well, don't discount Shaun Marsh. He's a good power hitter as well. He's more the technician, but when he gets into this mood at the end of an innings, he can hit the ball long and hard as well.
His dad must be very proud of him, maybe, Jeff. Does he come to the games and watch his boys play?
He certainly does, and he's a nail biter, and he gets very, very nervous watching his two boys play, even still. But he'd be very proud. Produce, he's all of 3 of his kids are good sportsmen. His daughter was a National League basketballer.
Didn't know that. Wow, that's great going. Sporting genes properly transferred. 270, 3 for 2.
The last 35 balls, the partnerships reached 59, and dominated by Glenn Maxwell, but as I said, Shaun Marsh, he can hit some big sixes himself, so we're going into the last 5 overs of this contest. Strap yourself in.
So 10 and over is 323. Pakistan staring down the barrel. Australians are muscling this innings with another powerful batting performance. Last 5 overs left. That's a wide. And you tend to do that because you don't want any width to be given to Shaun Marsh on the offside. So you want to tuck him in on that middle leg. Got it wrong.
And that's straight out pressure. You know as a bowler that the batsmen are coming after you. They're not just knocking it around. They're trying to hit the big shot. So as a bowler, you tighten up a little bit, and you can just the little things can go terribly wrong.
Up in the air, Abid Ali. Has he got it? Well, he's got it, and he seems to have injured his shoulder in the process. This really was a tremendous effort, and well, he's writhing in pain. I just hope that he's fine. But what a flyer, what a catch. Well, he's 31 years old, but on that occasion looked like a 16-year-old kid. He put his body on the line. It really is a wonderful catch.
Well, it's an absolutely fantastic catch. He made good ground, running back and to his left, and takes a great snare. But as he hits the deck, I think he puts his shoulder out, and he's hung onto the ball, but quite amazingly that he didn't let it go and then clutches his shoulder. So great catch to end the innings of Sean Marsh. He's made 61 the score, 3 for 274. Well, it's been quite amazing, the situation. Just saw Jai Richardson a couple of matches ago pop his shoulder out doing something similar, not taking a catch, trying to stop a boundary and land on his elbow and pop the shoulder. I'm not sure whether it's the same scenario here, but it certainly has that feel. He's in a fair bit of pain. And the physio's out there just checking things out. And I don't think he's too keen on what's happening there, trying to manipulate it back into place.
Doesn't seem to be in great shape, Abid Ali. It's a wonderful fielding effort. Got it on the splice of the blade, and so didn't have any timing. And he almost got it away from Abid Ali in the end, who judged this to perfection. Diving up in the air and falling hard on the shoulder, on the mat, and not even on the ground. Seemed to have jarred his shoulder. Didn't let go of the ball. Just a very sad scenario, because I don't know how fit he is to take the field with the bat, but he's off for the time being. Fell extremely hard on the shoulder. Just hope that it's not a dislocation.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? He's due to open the batting, so that throws in disruption straight away if it has popped out. He doesn't look comfortable, and well, he should be ecstatic with the great catch, and then as he hits the deck, that right arm, the elbow, just that awkward angle.
Yeah, it didn't land softly on that shoulder. So it was a hard hit. Roll over, but roll over in pain. Mickey Arthur, yeah, he knows it as well. Fell hard on the shoulder, and so he's off for the time being. Australia losing the left-hander, Sean Marsh. Just as he was looking good and threatening this bowling attack, he's been dismissed. Shot ball goes into the gap for 4. Didn't get it smack in the middle of the bat, but the placement was great from Maxwell. He's on 49 of just 24 balls.
Banged in short again. Maxwell, get the feeling he's deep in the crease now, expecting that sort of delivery from Junaid. And even though it hit the bottom of the bat, still enough power and placement to hit that boundary rope. He's been joined by Marcus Stoinis in the middle, who's another good striker of the ball. So the Aussies have just changed their batting order slightly. Hanscom's a good hitter himself, but not in the same sort of big hitting mould as these two.
It's the stumps, but it was back in the crease very quickly. Maxwell.
Can't possibly get run out a fourth time.
No, he doesn't want to get run out for a fourth time, I don't think, than Maxwell. Try and avoid that mode of dismissal.
Well, that's the best mode of dismissal for Pakistan. They've really not been able to get him out in any other form. On 98, he was dismissed. Out there to clap for a possible 50. That's gone up in the air over the infield for 4. 50 comes up for Glenn Maxwell. His terrific form continues. strike rate of over 200. He's had a great tournament, great series.
Another swashbuckling knock from Glenn Maxwell. He's just gone out there right from the first ball and played his shots. He probably survived an opportunity to be caught that very first ball, but since then it's just been quite incredible how well he struck the ball from a standing start. Didn't take any time to get going.
8 fours, 2 sixes. Very few dots that he's played, and he's played all around the dial. Hits them hard on the bounce. The fielder at long on for a single. Gotta love his positive intent. He just plays for the team. He's a great entertainer. Salman Masood sitting at the back. It's his birthday today. Shares it with Adam Zampa. Get them a cup of tea. Single of the first ball that he receives. 46 overs done, and it's 284 for 3.
Look at some of these Maxwell shots. That was the first ball, and then got really underway very quickly. Hits the ball so hard that fielders in the deep got absolutely no chance he gets any sort of timing going, and that was just a punch straight drive that went for 6, and then just the bat speed he generates is quite incredible.
What has he got against Pakistan? 15 innings and an average of 58. And you add, a strike rate of almost 200. Gets them at such a rapid pace. So average is not important because he bats low down the order. It's how he gets them. A match winner, clearly, Glenn Maxwell.
It's an interesting move, isn't it? At this stage of the innings, Harris Hale to bowl the slow left armers. Yes, that's a gutsy move.
Imad was fine for slow over 8 in the last game, so I'm not too sure how good they are doing with the time thing. This move could be because of that scenario. Or it could just work. Simply a very good move.
Well, I think it's a good move in that the medium paces have been getting belted. Even though they're trying to change their pace up, they're still going at 7s or 8s and over. And at this stage, maybe just taking all the pace off the ball is the way to go.
Into the gap for 4. That is improvisation for you. And just a great hand-eye coordinated batsman.
Well, he hits his reverse sweep better than mine. Normal sweep. It's just quite incredible how he can just sort of switch to being a left-hander just like that. So hard to captain against because he can hit those sorts of shots all different zones.
Not care in the world to get out. I think it stems from that mindset where you're not worried about losing your wicket. And you've got so much of belief in your abilities and skills that you back yourself to pull it off almost every time. Something as sensational as this.
Yeah, Stoinis will try and hit big as well, but I think it's not a bad plan just to knock it around and give Maxwell a strike while he's there, and if Maxwell gets out, you take over the big hitting.
That's gone up in the air. Will this be taken? Shan Masood doesn't reach it. Big 6 and a wonderful strike, and this move backfiring. 297 for the loss of 3.
Well, it was a slight mishit from Maxwell, but even his mishits are good enough to carry the 70-metre boundaries here in Dubai. Just dragged down slightly, Maxwell onto the back foot, and Crunch through the line of the ball. Pretty close to the middle of the bat, I suppose, and Fielder thought he had half a chance, but no, over she goes.
They're loving every moment of this. That is what Glenn Maxwell can do. He can bring a lot of young kids to the game of cricket because of how he plays it. Runs from that last over. 297 for the loss of 3. 3 overs left. 10 and over will give Australia 327.
So doing his job nicely, Stoinis. Looking for the big shot, but if he can't get in his zone, getting a single to get Maxwell facing as many deliveries as possible.
Got to have strength really to hit it over long off to a ball that had nothing on it, no pace. There's no pace off the surface as well as a baseball hit and a clear home run for him. Still trying to sort out the field here. So Fine Leg is in the ring, third man is in the circle as well. Square leg mid-wicket and long on, 3 men saving the 6.
Pretty good delivery, very full. Shinwari, I think he's been the pick of the bowlers by a long way. He could have had a couple more wickets in that column as well because he's created a few chances. 2 for 33 in this onslaught has been a really good return.
Exactly, yes. On a dead pitch, that economy of less than 4 is tremendous going. He has done that every now and then, beating the bat, and he's worked the angles as well, round the wicket, over the wicket. And even though we have not seen a lot of change of pace, but he backs himself to bowl a quick ball.
Seeing himself on the big screen, the young fellas. Having a wonderful day. I suppose they're watching some really good batting from the Australian side, and now everyone's getting in on the act. Security guard will stick his hands up in a minute.
Bowl him. Getting his third, and he richly deserves it. Usman Shinwari has bowled beautifully right throughout the various spells that he's been engaged and involved in. Little one doesn't like it, but at times you win, at times you lose, and so it's Stoinis who's been cleaned up by a straight ball.
Once again, excellent bowling, just banging the ball into the pitch and crashing into that leg stump, maybe a little bit of an inside edge, and the young fan doesn't like that one. But just what Pakistan needed, and Shinwari continues to impress. The end of Marcus Stoinis, out before, 4 for 299.
Hanscom is the new man in on strike and gets going straight away off the first ball. That's beautifully played. 300 comes up. Usman Chinwari is not happy, but Hanscom has played a lovely, subtle cut shot.
Excellently played again. Pete Hanscom just walks out there, and he's just one of those guys. He can get bat on ball, and such a dangerous way. He gets deep in his crease. Chinwari's disappointed with himself, but he shouldn't be. He's bowled really, really well. 303 for 4.
Australians have not looked back ever since that opening partnership was raised. Finch and Usman Khaja were at it, looking to guide it away once again into that point and third man area. Got cramped just a little bit.
Let's get him a new doghouse.
What if I build him one? With a view. What if I give him a playroom? If I want this for myself.
The all-new RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
The last wicket of Marcus Stoinis, ball for 4. I think he's been bowled now 3 times in this series. Stoinis, 3 times Castle, and only 3 times a score in excess of 300 has been scored here in Dubai International Stadium. So it's going to be a tough one for Pakistan to overhaul this massive target that's been set, still in process.